be good to go.
Brother, but how's things though?
Good.
We're recording.
Oh, is it live?
Yeah, we're live.
Questions,
Oh,
dog.
shit.
Hey, we got Mouraine in the building. Make some noise.
Thanks for having me.
Yep.
Yeah, bro, how's life? How's things?
Can't complain, man. Really out here.
Yeah?
Yeah. I can't complain, man. How's things for you guys? Everything good?
Living blessed. It's been a
Nice, bro.
very successful year, I would say.
I feel we've had a good year, bro.
Yeah, man. There's always more to accomplish, though. You know.
100%. 100%.
Wait, you've popped out to some of the stuff, haven't you?
Yeah. I've tuned in here and there. I've always dropped something in the comments for you guys, and yeah.
Yeah, and where was we the other day? Oh, Northside Benji.
Right.
Yes.
What do you think of the show?
It was good. It was all right. You know, I come from a different performing background, but I like Northside Benji's music. I like Canadian hip hop, so it made sense for me to go and support.
Yeah.
I think I told you that at the show.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I was like,
No. I like the show. I like his music as well.
Yeah.
Performance-wise, I don't know.
Fair.
But I do like his music. I fuck with what he does and what he represents as well, you know?
100%. Yeah.
But
He's fire.
so
He's been breaking Canadian hip hop through.
Yeah,
I'll
bro.
give him that.
I found out about him through Nines because he went on Fire in the Booth. And that's the
Classic
first
freestyle.
yeah, exactly. It's the first time I heard them. I'm like, oh shit, they got people like that. All right, cool.
Yeah.
And his album he just put out as well. He got Tory on there. He's got a bunch of people.
Yeah,
bro.
okay.
He just put something out.
Yeah,
Lock in.
He's rated.
So when are we gonna see you hit a main stage?
A main stage?
Yeah, bro. That's what we're lacking. Like I always say, a lot of the artists here, we love to open up.
That is true.
But when are we gonna have our show that's packed like that? Like when are we gonna see you,
break
bro?
through that glass ceiling, so to speak.
You know, yeah, that's a great question. I think I've been planning on some touring for next year.
Yeah.
I've been planning some touring, honestly speaking, because I think I've been on the same wave as you guys. You know, in Edmonton, I did my release party. That was nice.
Yeah.
Had a decent turnout, but I think you got to keep building on that. You got to see the people. You got to it's an art to perform. You know, you got to come live. You got to pull up on people, and you got to perform. So you got to bring the energy face to face. So nothing beats that. Yeah.
In terms of performances you've done, I know you've done shows, you know, overseas and things of that nature. What were some of your favorites and what were those experiences like?
Whew, great question. Oh, I think one of my favorite shows we did was in Cologne, Germany.
Okay.
Reason being was I felt like people just popped up to the show, and they actually popped up to just enjoy the music, and everybody was receptive. They listened to what you're saying. They were just there to enjoy the music, and it was such a positive vibe. They give back the energy. Where I feel like here in North America, very standoffish. You know, everybody wants to stand in the corner and look like the cool guy.
Exactly.
And I don't
bro,
really.
we were
I'm not
saying
into
that
this.
the other day, man. We were saying
Bro,
the
we
same
say
thing.
this. We've said this before as well, bro. You go to a show,
Yeah.
and even Quan said this when we first had Quan on. Bro, no one's dancing. No one's
Facts.
enjoying. Everyone wants to look too cool and
Flexing culture.
yeah, nah,
Flexing
bro.
culture.
You go out
And no one's even flexing, bro.
one's
Like,
flexing, bro.
it's just like, yeah.
If you had bottles, don't get me wrong, if we're out and there's a table for them and they got bottles and there's like, you know, all of that sort of stuff and they can, okay, I can get it. And people are stunting
If
and
you're on the
doing their
dance
thing.
floor, it's
Yeah.
called the dance floor.
But
Yeah,
just
that's a
enjoy,
fact.
bro.
That's a
But do you
fact.
know what it is? I think Tyler the Creator said it, but you go to these shows and people just have their phones up. They're not actually taking in the music. You understand what I mean? So
Facts.
with today's music,
Yeah.
do you think there's longevity?
In some of it.
Yeah.
In some of it, but I think yeah, man, I don't know. And in some of the music you can hear some people are being authentic, but I think we're definitely in an era where it's mimicky.
Yeah.
Very copycat. Back in the day it was cool to like, yo, I want to pull up, I want to have my own style. This is my own style.
Yeah.
You know? And you could take inspiration from artists.
Yeah.
But nowadays I feel like people are like, you know, I have like young kids showing me tracks and they're like, yo, bro, look, this is my boy and he sounds just like Drake.
Yeah.
Like to be like, you know, I'm like,
Yeah.
bro, like that's not cool, man. I want to hear him.
Yeah.
What's his voice? What's his story? What does he have to say, you know?
But why do you think that is? Why aren't people trying to be individuals? Like Is it just the fact that they've seen like a formula and they're trying to copy that formula?
Absolutely. I think it's the formula, but I also think it's become barrier to entry has become way too easy.
Too low. Yeah. I've been saying that, man.
Barrier to entry has been it's the door is wide open as long as you know how to operate a microphone.
And
You're
don't get
good
me
to go,
wrong,
you're in there.
that's good in a certain sense, but then it means that one, everything gets oversaturated because everybody thinks they can do this thing. Number one, and number two, like we spoke on this before, the concept of labels having A&Rs and people that would do like,
Development.
artist development and
yeah.
things of that nature. We're kind of lacking that now.
But
Yeah.
that's the thing. It's like, okay, so
It's out the game. I have A&Rs on my DMs all day, bro. I know all the A&Rs and the biggest record labels you
no,
can think
but
of.
no, but you know what it is.
But yeah,
Just to play angel's advocate on this, it's
Yeah.
just more like I understand the concept of you want to be an artist or you want to be a rapper, or you want to be in hip hop, all of this sort of stuff. But why are the older or the more seasoned artists not showing these young ones? Now you have to go through this, you know?
is this in the city or is this worldwide?
But we can't say worldwide because we're in the city. Do you understand what I mean? I can't
Yeah,
In
talk
the
about
city, I think it's because the OGs are, a lot of them are bitter that
Mm-hmm.
they didn't get to a specific level.
Mm-hmm.
And I almost see it whether you're of the culture or not.
Yeah.
If you abandon the culture, you're just the same thing as a vulture.
yeah.
Because you came in hoping to reap a reward
Get what
from
you
it.
got, yeah,
you
man.
didn't get it. And then you left instead of giving back to that community, instead of becoming the promoter, instead of becoming there's still ways to get your money,
Yeah.
but not being the artist, become a mentor, start a label. You've learned all this game just to come and throw it away after 10 years of you trying to be a rapper.
So would you say, I don't know, I feel that
So
the Edmonton scene,
just to say,
it's real.
yeah, it's real. It's real.
I gotta be honest,
But
you know
this
what I
the thing,
mean?
dog,
I
I
beef
feel-
them all the time, face to
I feel
face.
the Edmonton scene is a little different than Calgary's in that regard. It seems like you guys have a bit more of a stronger relationship generation to generation, so to speak.
Not with everybody. This is a 1-2 individuals. Arlo does this. He's the resourceful guy. He's about the scene. He's about the community. So he'll always give you game.
Yeah.
But other than Arlo, who can you really name that's actually giving back and giving game and actually putting people under his wing? You can't.
But this is why I think the scene is how it is, because everyone's so focused on Drake, Bieber, Weekend that anything else on this side of Canada gets overshadowed instantly. You understand what I mean?
Yeah,
and because
yeah.
of that, again, crabs in a bucket mentality where everyone wants the same goal, but they want it first.
Exactly.
You understand what I mean? So it's
Exactly.
like, how can we push past that? Because, bro, we've been having the same conversations over and over again. It's like, how do we actually get to a point where we're like, okay, what are we going to do? Are we going to, do we have to get one of the artists from the city that we know that we've got potential and all of us push that artist?
Yeah. That's my personal opinion. I think one has to make it and own it and become the Drake of the city,
Yeah.
of the area or whatever.
Yeah.
And now he's the barrier, or his team or whatever, that's the barrier into the game. That's the quality. That's
But
the
who decides that?
threshold.
It should be quality that decides it, but unfortunately, that's not always the case, man.
Well, but
I mean,
but that's the thing. Why
we don't have the person who decides that. And we didn't have, back in the day, Drake didn't have the person who would decide that either. So he had to take it upon himself, get to a specific level,
Yeah.
and now he can do whatever he wants to do. in the city.
Sometimes that means stepping out your comfort zone because he had to go to Houston. He had to go,
Yep,
south
he
of
had
the
to go
border.
get it. He was chasing
That's
it.
a fact, man.
Yeah.
So,
Yep. And I don't think we have artists that are. One thing that keeps the scene stagnant is they don't want it. They don't want it bad enough.
Do you know what it is? I find it's part-time.
Yeah, it's
Everywhere.
part-time
It's what I've
artists.
been
Yeah,
saying.
Yeah,
It's just like,
it's plan C for them. It's-
but that's the thing. But this is where hip-hop is in people and it's not. Like, someone even said the other day, RJ, you're trying to rap again and you're trying. I said, no, I've always written.
I'm an MC.
You understand what I mean?
facts.
I've got my day job and everything, but Prophet will tell you, I'll hear something, I'm at work. Just
Putting a little 4, 8 bars
I don't
together.
have to
You
record
can't
it.
stop
I
being a
just
rapper,
can't.
bro. You're
I
MC.
love music, bro.
Yeah,
You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
So when people, oh, you're still trying to rap. If I want to rap, I can. How about that?
Exactly.
You understand what I mean?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it's in that. But how do we now? This is what I said. How do we show these younger artists or these upcomers this is not a part-time thing? Because what I found is now, before you jump in, what I found now is everyone's so focused on the marketing than the actual talent. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, we need to do this. We need to plan this, and we need to do this, and we need to reach out to this playlist, and we need to. Bro, people's doing all of that for 6 months to put out a song that gets forgotten in a week.
Yeah.
Whereas I've now shown an artist from the UK, Merkston, to Profit.
Yeah.
Every Sunday, he
He's
puts out
dropping
a
out.
video, and he's remixed someone's song, but he's done it in his own way.
And the thing is, it doesn't always have to be on streaming. It could just be on YouTube. It could be on your own platform, whatever the case is.
Yeah,
you
it's
know?
just
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just music. And the
Yep.
thing is, Merkson's not a big rapper. He's good. He's known and everything, but
Yeah.
he's not trying to get a number one. He's doing it because he loves the art of music.
Absolutely.
You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
So how can we train these guys to think the same, you know?
I think we underestimate like where we're from geographically. It's just not. It just hasn't reached there yet, and we just got to be honest with ourselves sometimes that like there is no, the competition doesn't exist because there's a level of comfortability. People know that if this doesn't work out, I'm cool. I'm in Calgary. Like what's the worst thing that can happen? I'm not
Fuck
living in.
around, go to the oil
I'm not living in
sands.
projects. I'm not
Yeah.
living in. States
No,
out in,
Section 8.
in the UK.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You
Facts.
got to make it out, so you're hungry. So this is all you got.
Yeah.
It's really like that. That's honestly what it is. It's a level of comfortability, and they just do it because it's part time.
Yeah, dog, you get complacent when you're
Edmonton,
too
Calgary,
comfortable.
Yep.
That's how it goes, man.
But this is why we've said before, we should. Well, I've said it, and I got grilled for it. But I said we should have tiers of artists in the
Yeah.
city.
Yeah.
We know who's good. We know who's actually putting quality music out. Who we should be pushing forward and everything. Not a popularity contest or anything.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's one of the things that we have here. Your talent's trash, but because you're popular, we're gonna push you up.
Yeah.
You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
When there's a ton of artists that can rap, and
Yeah.
actually make music.
Yeah.
But because they might not be able to speak properly, or they might be from Forest Lawn, or they might be something, they don't
Yeah,
get
yeah.
paid. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
And these are the people that actually want it, if that makes sense. But
But how do you put the hunger in them?
bro, there's
How
one-
do you show them that there's a way from Forest Lawn into give that into your like that drive, like you mentioned, the guy from the UK. He's putting it out every week. It's him. It's no one can put that in. Like that's you. That's got to
bro,
come
there's,
internally.
there's people that have that drive, bro. But the problem that I find with Calgary
Yeah.
is it's very much I'll do it when you do it first.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay.
They
Yeah.
need to see something, and once they see it, oh yeah, now I can do it.
Yeah.
I
It's
see
just
it.
taking that plunge into, your artistry. Like for instance, I spoke to an artist in his DM. I think it was a week ago, and I told Prophet about it because it was he spoke about a music video,
Yeah.
and he wanted to get one done, and then he said, "Oh, I don't know actually if I want to get one done because I need to see where my marketing is. My marketing money is first." And now I'm like, so the whole package of music
Yeah.
is one thing. I put up a clip on my story where I was on the old GRM Daily website.
Yep.
I paid £300
To get your shit.
to
out
get my
there.
video on the page,
Right.
and for them to shoot the little quick video for me as well.
Yep.
Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
And you're not guaranteed to get on the page. It's quality control.
Yes.
So you could even pay. You're not getting your money
Might not
back.
necessarily
You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes. I remember. Well, like
Those
Link Up
days.
TV.
Yeah, bro, if you had to be good to get
Facts.
onto the platform.
Yeah.
Calgary, we can't be that city that is that honest, because then you're not part of the community.
My thing is this. I feel that's a tricky topic, but I will say this. I feel you need to set the tone. And I feel you've been doing a good job of setting the tone in terms of your approach to music, How would you say you've been able to sort of established yourself and your brand as an artist over the past few years?
I think for me, just trying to, I have the drive. It's something I've always wanted, and it's something that I fully take joy in, and I don't take it as like, okay, like I need to do this by this time or this needs to happen. I do it because I love it. I'm a part of the culture.
Yeah.
I want to give back. I want to show people that, yo, you can do it. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, like, yo, you can do it. You can be from here and do a show out there and have daps from these people and respect from
Yeah.
all these. Like, you don't have to leave where you're from. But before it used to be like, okay, we got to leave to Toronto to make it, right?
Yeah.
Internet opened up, and I think consistency as well.
Okay.
Consistency is something big for me, and yeah, I just love, like he said, I just love music. I
Yeah,
just love
man.
music,
And you just enjoy every piece of the puzzle, so to speak.
yes. I also like the business side of the music.
Right.
I also enjoy the business side of the music.
Yeah.
Where I know, like, okay, like I hear what you're saying with the kids and the marketing, and
Yeah.
but coming up, I think kids have too much information now that they think they can, like, okay, if I do this and piece this is how it's gonna work. But
Yeah.
that's, I say, yo, my advice is, yo, if you want to do music, you want to be an artist, go hit up open mics, perform, take every single opportunity, every show to
Yeah.
perform in front of everybody, and that's how you get your shit up. Not marketing. Like,
Yeah.
no one cares about you worldwide if your hometown doesn't care about you.
See, but you see, a lot of people have the opposite opinion than that. A lot of people say you have to get out of your home city for your city to love you.
That does hold some truth, but you have to build a foundation here 1st before you do that.
Do you think any artist here has built a foundation here yet?
Yes and no. But I would say, like, to my standards, no.
Yeah.
To my standards, no. But there's definitely, like, household names and people that are known in the city to be, like, rappers, but also, like, people don't take rappers from out here seriously either.
Yeah.
Right? They're like, oh, you're just like, and that's one thing I was gonna mention earlier when you were like, what does it take to make it out of here? Like,
Yeah.
I can't remember the question, but basically when you come out, oh yes, from the, like, if you're in the UK versus Canada, right? You come
Yeah.
out in the UK, you got bars, you're nice with it, they celebrate you.
Yeah.
Oh, so and so's from this ends, yo, he's got bars. That's crazy. Out here, it's like, no matter how, doesn't matter what you say or what you do or how nice you are, they're gonna take it and they're just gonna be like, oh, are you serious, bro? You're from Alberta, you're trying to rap, bro? That's how they see it, and it's so weird to me. It's such a weird mentality.
It's because alternative hip hop gets pushed more than real hip hop. So I'll give you an idea.
That is true. Facts.
So I'll give you an idea. My sister hollered at me and said, RJ, send me all of the platforms in Calgary. I just want to know all of them. So I sent her YYC Hip Hop Daily. I sent her Third Verse. I sent her
Sick.
10 at 10's Old Pay. I sent her all of them, yeah?
Proper.
BNB, whatever.
Yeah.
And her whole thing was, there's a lot of alternative hip hop. And I said, sure, they don't think it is. Like, it's hip hop to them.
That's the thing. I think Calgary doesn't necessarily understand hip hop unless you're immersed in it.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't understand hip hop here.
I agree.
And they're going to consider us
But this
hating
is-
by saying this, you know that,
But
don't
this
you?
is just safe hip hop.
Which is weird.
This is safe hip. It's like the safe. They're just being safe. It's the safe hip hop. It's the same idea of like going to the club back in the day and you can't wear a hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, but again, it's just...
You gotta
like
wear a
said,
suit
but
and
where do we
tie,
live?
You know.
But how do we break through?
Hard
How do we
bottom
break that
shoes
through?
and
Because
all
you know
that.
what? We've been saying it. We can get an artist from Calgary now. Let's just say we get one of these young boys. Let's say Quan, yeah?
Sure.
Quan, for me,
Fire.
he represents culture. Our
Yep.
culture, he raps the way he does, all of that sort of stuff. How do we get the higher-ups of Calgary to understand him?
They won't be able to. What are you talking about? Yo, these guys live in a different reality. They live in a different reality. You're talking about like
Yeah, but no, but that's the
people
whole
that are
point.
multi-millionaires living comfortably. That's the population. That's the demographic of Calgary.
Yeah.
Have you seen them cribs out here, bro? Like, just
Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to say. How do we convert them to understand? Oh, so for instance,
tell them he's from New York or something. Tell them he's from.
That's mad. But would you say, I feel that Edmonton has a better understanding of hip hop than Calgary does.
Edmonton is blue collar.
You're the second person that
Arlo
said that.
said that
Arlo
too,
said that as
bro.
well.
That's his album, yeah. Shout out Starlo. But Edmonton is hungry. Edmonton is like the idea and like of getting it from the
Get
mud,
it out the
from
mud
your, you
type
know,
shit,
yeah.
yeah.
So that's what it is.
So that what would you say is the big differences between Calgary hip hop and Edmonton hip hop?
Corporate in Calgary,
Yeah.
where Edmonton is more like in the trades. The people are struggling. You know, your dad is not a
CEO.
CEO of such and such.
Yeah.
Your dad actually works in the oil rigs. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
you know, the struggle is different. The hunger is different.